Florence told Mr. Rusty that she felt energetic, and Mr. Rusty said he thought that was a very good way to feel. In moderation, of course. But it's a long time since I felt energetic, he said. Very long time. Oh, said Florence. But I was very good at the hop, skip and jump in me youth, said Mr. Rusty. Very good indeed. I'd like to have seen that, said Florence. It was a sight, I can tell you, said Mr. Rusty. A rare sight. People came for miles to see me do the hop, skip and jump. A rare old sight. Don't you do it any more? Said Florence. Not a lot, said Mr. Rusty. Zebedee arrived. Everyone feeling energetic? He said, because there are great goings-on in the garden. Right, everyone here? Said Dougal. Then I'll begin. Today, as you know, is the day of the great race. I didn't know, said Florence. You're not the only one, dear heart, said Ermintrude. Well, I know, said Brian, and I am the very popular captain of my team, which consists of 1 snail, 1 rabbit, and 1 cow. It is a race against the clock, 1 lap of the track, and no using bicycles. All right? Everyone understand? Dougal set the clock. We each have to carry something, said Brian. Perhaps someone would care to carry me, said Ermintrude. I'm quite light. Now stop messing about, said Dougal. Sorry, dear thing, said Ermintrude. Who's going to start? Said Brian. I will, said Florence. Go on then, said Brian. And Florence went. Stop! Something wrong? Said Florence. You didn't say ready, steady, said Dougal. Oh, Mr. Perfection, said Brian heavily. Ready, steady, go. And Florence went again. Mr. Rusty, who had to go next, waited nervously for Florence to come back, checked it was really his turn, and set off, showing some of his old hop, skip and jump vigour. Bravo, said Ermintrude. Who would have thought he had it in him? Dylan wondered if he'd stay awake long enough to take part. Play up, said Ermintrude. So Dylan played up. I'm not quite sure I can finish the course like... Oh dear, I'm like exhausted. But Zebedee was a flying umpire, and Dylan found he had to go. Whose turn? Said Brian. Yours, Snaily dear, said Ermintrude. And Brian showed them what he was made of, with a little help from Zebedee, like pointing him in the right direction. Dougal waited, and then set off. He got a little sidetracked by a pile of sugar. Oh, the temptations they put in your way these days. What shall I do? Remember the team, said Zebedee. Oh, the team, said Dougal. What's keeping him, I wonder, said Ermintrude. And when Dougal came back, off she went. Oh, I feel such a fool. Zebedee said they'd wait for Ermintrude to get back and then decide the winner. Ermintrude did finally get back, and Zebedee declared her the winner. I owe my victory to clean living and vegetarianism, said Ermintrude.